Alright, so as you can see there, it wants to hang up on the compression stroke. Sometimes you even have to grab the motor and kind of push it past to help it pass to get it started. Well, in this video, I'm gonna share with you what I found to be the problem and what I found to be not the problem. Alright, so stay tuned. Let's dive right in. Alright, so for me, this problem never showed up until the engine was warmed up. It would start up good every time when it was cold, but you go drive it around for a few minutes and then shut it off, come back a minute or two later, and then there's an issue with the compression hanging up. So you might think, well, maybe the battery doesn't have enough cold cranking amps. You can increase that on the battery, and that might help, but that's not really what's going on here. You might also think that the compression release, the automatic compression release, has failed. In my research, I'm 99% sure this engine does not have the automatic compression release. I actually looked up the camshaft to get a picture of it. What I think is going on here is the valves are out of adjustment. So it's a very easy fix. I've seen this before, usually on Briggs engines, and the valve adjustment usually does solve this issue. So let's go ahead and get the valve cover off. The 4 bolts are a T30, a Torx 30. Once you remove the 4 bolts, go ahead and slip something kind of thin under there to get it started to break loose the factory seal, and then slowly work something else under there that's a little bit bigger until you can get this whole thing loose. Once you get the valve cover off and out of the way, go ahead and remove your spark plugs to make the engine easier to turn over. Alright, so I got the spark plugs out, and we want to go ahead and check our existing valve clearance. So we're going to go ahead and rotate the engine around to the compression stroke. Go ahead and put your finger in the cylinder right there, and you'll feel the compression coming out. Right there it is. So we want to go to top dead center, so you'll want to put something in there. I'm just using a bicycle spoke, and you'll feel the piston coming up right there. Okay, there it is. There's top dead center. Now you can even go slightly past top dead center right there, and now let's see what we've got. So what we're looking for is between 4 and 6 thousandths, okay? Here's our intake. Okay, 4 is loose as a goose. Now let's go ahead and try the exhaust, and 4 is just a joke. Okay, so here's 10. Let's try 10. Oh, 10 fits. 10 doesn't fit the intake, but it fits the exhaust. So very simple to fix this. In the middle right here, we've got 2 lock screws. They're Torx 25. All right, let's go ahead and loosen both of those. All right, now the big nut right here is the actual adjustment, not the Torx screw. So we're going to go ahead and set the top one, the intake, to 4 thousandths. All right, now this nut takes a half-inch wrench for this. So you want to feel just a little bit of drag right there. All right, so that's pretty good right there. So hold the wrench still, having the Torx within reach so you don't have to let go of it to tighten the lock screw back. Now you may have to check this a couple of times to get this correct. All right, that's perfect right there. It's pretty sensitive. Just a tiny bit of movement on the nut affects this a lot, so keep that in mind. Now I believe the torque spec on these is 70 inch-pounds. So let's get the bottom one adjusted. Remember, that one was an abomination. So I'm going to go ahead and set the bottom one to 5. Even a tight 5 would be okay. Now that's pretty good right there. Alright, so one thing I like to do before I put everything back together is go ahead and spin the motor around. Okay, we'll reset our top dead center, and now let's check this again. We should have 4 and 5. Okay, yep, 4 is looking good, okay. And the exhaust, 5 is looking good too. Alright. So what you need to do before putting the valve cover back is clean off all this old stuff right here. Try not to let any of it fall in the motor. You can kind of get this heavy stuff off with a razor blade just like so, right? And then go behind that with a piece of steel wool. I like to soak it in brake clean, and that'll help take off all the oil as well. Just kind of do this right here. See, it's coming off right there. Now I got to do that all the way around this, so I'm not going to bore you to death with all of that. And then of course the valve cover, that's easy to clean because you don't have to worry about getting any debris in the motor. So I'll be back when this is all cleaned up. Alright, so I've got everything cleaned up pretty good. I've got the valve cover cleaned up as well. Now I like to use this gasket maker right here called the Right Stuff. It actually does work pretty good and it dries within about 90 minutes or so. So I'll probably let this sit for about 2 hours. Very straightforward to put this back. Just go ahead and put a little thin layer all the way around the valve cover. Now you could even take your finger and kind of smash it out a little bit like so. Now I like to let that set for a few minutes before I put that back on the motor. Now while we're doing that, while we're waiting, let's go ahead and take a rag. A dry paper towel would work the best. And just go around all the surfaces right here like so. And make sure there's no oil anywhere because oil is the enemy. It'll cause a leak. So just make sure that's nice and clean. Alright, so it's been a few minutes. We're going to go ahead and put this back. Now go ahead and put all your bolts back in and your spark plugs back in. Now when you tighten these bolts up, don't go 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. I like to crisscross them like so. Now I think these get about 80 inch-pounds. And of course my torque wrench is 1/4 inch drive and my ratchet here is 3/8 drive. So we're going to go ahead and wing it right here. And we're going to go with good and tight instead. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put the spark plugs back in, wait about 2 hours and get this off the bench. And we're going to give it a test. Alright, so I've already pre-warmed it up. I'm going to let it sit a minute and then try it again. It's been starting just like that every time. I would call that fixed. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.